Old Montreal for its cobbled streets and historic architecture, but you might not know about Love Quebec, a vibrant community project on St. Jacques Street. Love Quebec supports young people, and they're having a big impact, even now during the pandemic. I've come to speak to Robyn Dalton to find out more.
So Love was actually founded in 1993 by a woman named Sheila Twinkle Rudberg. Twinkle's husband was killed by a 14-year-old boy, and as she was going through the grieving process, she realized that in fact this young boy had himself been a victim of violence, and in wanting to turn the experience around and find some meaning and positivity, she created Love as a way to break that cycle of violence. So Love is a grassroots organization that delivers programs to young people, helping in developing their social, mental, and emotional well-being. It's incredible to hear these statistics that there are 5,000 young people on a waiting list for mental health services.
Wow.
What we provide is not clinical in nature, but it's a social development program that we believe complements what youth can go and access in terms of clinical supports. So we offer a variety of different activities. Our flagship program is our media arts program, where we use photography, journaling, and group discussions to help young people develop their emotional intelligence. So I think the idea with what we do at Love is creating a safe space for young people. Young people need to feel that they can express themselves and know that there is not a sense of judgment. That they can develop a trust within their peer group as well as with the coordinators. So we really connect with young people from all walks of life, whether they've been victims of violence, of sexual or physical abuse, of bullying, of discrimination. So they really can come having lived a variety of experiences, including anxiety and depression and self-harm. The main idea is that when they do come here, that they know that they are welcome, that they know that it's a space where they're going to feel valued and where they can work through their experiences amongst peers who are equally supportive of them.
The COVID-19 pandemic has had a huge impact on young people, isolating them from their peer groups and often preventing them from going to school or university. I asked Robyn how the organisation had responded to the pandemic, and she told me they've managed to keep the Old Montreal space open. She even told me about an activity that was happening that afternoon.
When the pandemic hit last March, Love coordinators went through an incredible pivot to make sure that we could continue to be there for the youth that we serve. So in the initial stages, all of our programming was shifted online. I have continued to provide a socially distant programming in our spaces. We've opened it up where normally this would be a conference room that would have activities going on in each room separately, and in fact we could run 2 workshops simultaneously. Sometimes it would be an English and a French workshop going on at the same time. We've opened up the space so we can have fewer participants at a time, but we've measured everything out so that everyone is respecting social distance measures, everyone is masked, everyone is using their hand sanitizer regularly. But what has been primarily most important to us through all of that is that young people know we are there for them, that they know that we are still continuing to support them and continuing to provide programming where we can, because now more than ever, this is the time to support them. We're really excited actually because we'll be hosting a photography workshop with a professional photographer who will be coming in and explaining a little bit of the craft and how he's made a career of it, in fact. And so these youth participants will get a little bit of insights from him here, and then they'll actually be going outdoors and exploring this beautiful part of the city to take photographs of different things that they see.
As Robyn explained to me, Love Quebec was born out of tragedy, when Twinkle Rudberg's husband was killed, and Twinkle responded with compassion and action. I asked Robyn about the incredible legacy Love Quebec represents.
It's an incredible legacy. It's an incredible contribution to society to have created this program and given these young people this this safe space. There are couples that have formed and had children because they met during love, and now they're, you know, they're a family. And so yeah, there's some lovely stories about a lasting legacy. You know, when you think 27 years now this organization has been around, it's really a transformational impact.
These days, the city can feel really quiet and shut down. I love the idea of these young photographers out here on the streets of Old Montreal later today, expressing themselves as part of Love Quebec's programs. It makes you feel grateful that there's still life in the city and there's still love in the time of COVID.